So I am finally starting the Golden Valley myself now, and I have an order coming soon, I hope, with some of those type of like cover parts where you can cover up and just remove. Because I don't want to cut in this canvas in case I damage it. But let's start with this. I'm just gonna double check if I'm missing anything. I did spend most of the afternoon kitting it up. It took a long time to get everything ready. Oh, that just stayed like this. So I got a new case today with 70 jars, just so that I have all that I need. Since I am starting to get many large canvases, it felt the right thing to get. And since I am a forgetful person, I left some of my wax downstairs. So I'm gonna take some from this one. Let's see. Here we go. So this is some purple wax. Haven't tried it yet. I've tried blue and red, or the pink. Many call it pink, but I think it's more red than pink, but I don't know. But let's see if and when I need it. So let's just begin. Let's start with the dots. So my move has been going well. My cats have really just like settled in very nicely. They don't really want to leave my side. They are with me wherever I am, and they are a bit jumpy at sudden noises, but I guess that's just because they are not really used to this new environment. Let's just see. This is why I would want some of the... But I am so excited to try this canvas out and see how this one goes. And everyone's progress with this canvas has looked so beautiful. With the color just like popping off. So DP Crazy Lady, thank you again for the opportunity for me to do this one. Oops, sorry, you can't see that part of the canvas. Let's just see. So there we go. I did actually another... Sorry, that was my cat jumping off the table. I did another Diamond Art Club order yesterday, or no, let's see, the day before yesterday, so 2 days ago, and I got an email very quickly with a confirmation, and it's been sent and it should arrive on Monday, and that's like less than a week, and I felt like, really, that fast after the time I had to wait last time I ordered something? But I won't complain. I will be very happy if they improve the delivery time that much. But yeah, it was a kind of impulse buy. I had a 20% for my first order of the app, so I thought I would use that. And I've been really curious about their mystery kits, and they had one that really triggered my interest that's called Dark Fantasy. And I'm a big fan of everything fantasy, high fantasy and, well, dark or happy fantasy. I mean, I grew up with my mother reading bedtime stories for us, and she started with the Narnia series, with the by the Lewis author, and then when I was, I guess, about 8 or 9, she started to read The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books to us, and the only mistake with that was that me and my sister liked the stories so much that we didn't want to go to sleep because we wanted her to read one more chapter. And the chapters in those books, if you have read them, they are super long. So she there were a lot of compromises and a lot of like her putting her foot down, like, no, it's time to sleep. And at some of the boring parts, at least it was boring for a 9-year-old, we did fall asleep. But yeah, so that's how I got into fantasy, and I have been super interested in it ever since. And yeah, and I saw your videos, DP Crazy Lady and Granny, where you talked about old TV shows and all that you've seen growing up. And yeah, I probably because I'm another generation, but I was born 93, so I have seen older movies now as an adult, or older series. But mostly when I grew up, what I can remember was that I spent a lot of time by my computer, or that I shared with my sister, or we were outside. I did enjoy to watch Disney, and Cartoon Network was like a big favorite at home. We did watch a lot of Cartoon Network. And Mom was very strict with us with the aging, so like we weren't allowed to see a lot of movies until we were about the age of the restriction. And but yeah, and I'm not sure, maybe it's because I lived in Sweden, we didn't have many Western series going on, or movies. I have seen, I guess it's called Mr. Nobody. It's more of a comedy movie, but that one, I watched it a few years ago, and that one was quite funny. And I've seen one of a few different, but not that many, sadly. I should watch more classic old movies. And I mean, I must say, so far, what I've just changing the topic about this canvas again, the feeling when placing down and picking up these drills are very nice. And I love squares. They do take a bit more time to place and do. Katten, du måste vara försiktig. Gjorde du illa? Osiris? Osiris här. He jumped from a high place, and now he seems to have hurt, or maybe he's a drama queen because he's sitting and licking his paw, but he doesn't seem agitated. No, there he ran off now. No limping or anything, just bruised ego, I think. It was not as graceful landing as he had hoped. But yeah, so my Disney painting is on its way, and hopefully it arrives soon. And that one was from AliExpress, yeah. I have a Temu order on the way with these cover, what do you call it, cover papers, and an X-Acto knife, because I felt like I can't use my kitchen knife forever. It's too big to be practical. And I heard, and I've seen many use an X-Acto knife, and that it works pretty well. I have seen some people cut through the canvas, and my heart goes out to them. I hope there is a way to fix it when that happens. But yeah, I am so excited that I can start this one now. Sorry, my cat is walking on my table. I need to check why the table is so unstable. I think I know what the issue is. I'm gonna see if I can fix it with what I have here at home. So yeah, so my childhood, I won't go in too much detail, because mostly not because I'm ashamed or anything, but I don't want anyone to feel pity or anything like that. But I did grow up in in America. I think you call it the system. So I was in foster care from when I was 11 till 18, and as soon as I was finished with the school, my foster parents had gotten me an apartment to rent, and like told me, now you're on your own. Thank you for your time and goodbye. And I haven't actually talked to them since. But I had an alright upbringing still. I mean, I'm still close to my mom. I'm living in her house now, and we have a lot in common. And many of my foster parents couldn't handle that. They couldn't understand why I continue to choose my mother over them. But I mean, since I was 11 when they moved me out, I think it's reasonable that I already had a good relationship with her. And it was not that we were in a bad relationship before. It was just we had some difficulties, and the system thought it would be best to move us out. And I'm not sure as of why. I could order my papers and read them. I have that right to do, but I'm a bit like, do I want to know, or should I just like be happy not knowing? Because it won't change anything for me to know it now. But yeah, so well, yeah. I'm sorry if if that subject makes anyone feel uncomfortable. I am very open with me living like that, and let's see. We can take that triangle down the corner. Let's see if I can find it. There we have. Yep. double check the legend. Yep. It's quite different having these type of symbols. I'm so used to letters and numbers only. So let's hope I'm not making will not make too many mistakes. But yeah, so I'm very open with that part of my life, and because yeah, there wasn't any alcohol problems or drug problems. It was just other problems. And mostly, actually, my grandparents or my grandfather from my father's side, he's the one who did the most, like, you know, reporting and like being worried for nothing. But yeah, since my parents were divorced, my father's parents felt like, I don't know, no, I'm not sure, that they had more knowledge of how to raise a child and all of that. But yeah, let's just change the subject to a more pleasant one. I enjoy so far living in this house. It feels very strange. It's so big. It has now in the beginning made me feel a bit more lonely. Like having all this space by myself. But I hope that passes. I mean, my sister will come over when she can, and she lives very close by. And my parents are a drive about 30 minutes drive away, so, and they will come by as well. So I mean, I am not alone like that, but it kind of does feel a bit more empty and lonely. And maybe that's why my cats are so much with me as well. They don't want to leave my side. One is laying here by the window, and my other two are in the bedroom. Yeah, so they have been, when I've been sitting downstairs in my living room and diamond paint, they have always also been laying around me and sleeping. And as soon as I get up and move about, they follow me, and I almost trip over them several times. So maybe they feel my emotions. And I must say, it's very easy to place or for me at least, it's easy to place these drills. It's picking up and laying it down. I'm not used to, or it feels a bit different diamond painting like this and not having to refill the wax or change the wax as often. The drills feels very nice. Yeah, anything else that has happened? Not very much. The whole thing with having a garden is a bit new. My mom did plant some stuff before moving out, so I do go out and watch the plants. She did, let's see, what was it? Zucchini. I'm not sure if that's called the same thing in English. I hope it is, or maybe it's squash. A green, not like it looks like a cucumber but bigger and not as much water. Maybe it's called squash in English. And we call it zucchini. And tomatoes. The tomatoes are not red yet, they are still green, but there are a lot of them growing. They do get a bit crooked, I think. Yeah, so that's a bit new to me. I am very happy that my parents did get a small, like, robotic lawnmower. So I it puts on a schedule every day when it cuts the grass. And the only thing I need to do is when it gets stuck, I lift it up and resets it, and it continues on. And the only thing I need to think of is the in front of the house there is a small, very small, like, patch of grass and some flowers and plants where I do need to mow the lawn. But I think it will go all right. I mean, I can always call and ask my parents if there is something I'm not sure of. Biggest adjustment will be to pay for my water that I use. Since I've always lived in apartments, the water is included in the rent. The only thing you pay for is if you have internet and electricity that you use, and yeah, but now I need to pay for my water, so that will be exciting, or not exciting to do, but that will be a different thing to learn. And just to be mindful not to waste water, since especially now that I pay for what I use. Yeah, so this week I'm on vacation, which is very nice. So I do have a lot of time diamond painting, so we'll see how far I get with this one. I still have some boxes I need to move from my apartment, so, but I think if I just, like, I roll off my sleeves and, like, do it a whole day, I could possibly, I think, move a lot of the things from the apartment. And this weekend here now, it's going to be a lot cooler. Like today, it even looks like it's about to rain. It's very cloudy. A lot more pleasant temperature outside. It's still this humid, like, garden house type of heat, so it's still for me very uncomfortable. I enjoy the dry heat more if I have to choose, but yeah, sadly I need to practice my shaking the drill or the tray. Wait, where did I see it? There, yeah, I saw you. I hope the AC is not too loud. It seems that it can be heard in the background. When I upload this, if I notice that it's too loud, I will turn it off. In the next whip and chat I do, I will be back to doing more regular whip and chat. Maybe not every day, but I'll try. Maybe a short one at least. And because I had so much fun doing this YouTube channel, and really, I am really hooked on diamond painting. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. The only thing that is a bit worrisome for me is my impulse controls are so bad, so I might end up buying when I can't really afford it, just because like I often buy and then think of like, oh wait, did I am in therapy trying to like manage and see if like why I have bad impulse control. I don't have any diagnosis of any of those neurodivergent things, but I mean, who knows? Maybe I do have, without knowing. But yeah, now I am after my deliveries. I will be on a stop by. I hope. I mean, Temu and AliExpress make it a bit difficult, like to be like, nope, I'm not going to buy anything, because they do have very good like offers, and like, and actually it can be a hit and miss, I heard, with the quality of the canvas and all that. But so far it has been very good, or it has been good. But yeah, I'm gonna try and stop buying at least for a few months. If I can't stop until December, I will be very happy. Vad håller katten på med nu då? Sorry, my cat was doing something downstairs. They are very happy to explore this house, and they seem to like it. They do find the birds outside very exciting to watch, since they come quite close to the house. Yeah, I am starting to run out of what I could talk about. Yes, I will do this painting all the way until I get the Disney one. The Disney one is a 30 by 40. So then I will be like alternating, like I do a section on the Disney painting, and then I do a section on this one, or maybe more sections of this one since it's bigger. Because I have a feeling after working with big canvases that a 30 by 40 will be like done very quickly. There were a lot of this time board triangle here. yeah, let's see, do I have any? Yeah, I am at the 30 time mark. So I will let you all go here. And thank you all so much for watching, and I will keep you updated how this valley goes. And thank you all so much for watching, and talk with you again soon. Bye bye.